Oh my god. What the heck is happening? Fuck off the hill, kids. Let's go, baby.
There are no strings on me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Carnage, your PrimitiveAK here, back with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be here with the FAMAS, or the FR556 class setup. This is probably my new favorite weapon in Modern Warfare, and it is potentially one of the most underrated weapons in this game, hands down. This gun absolutely melts people. It is far better than the M16 OG variant. This thing absolutely destroys the enemy team, and it is probably one of the best weapons that you should be using in this game. So I strongly recommend you guys start using this weapon now, because the more people start to figure it out, it's probably going to end up getting nerfed down the range. But I personally don't think it's going to get nerfed. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Really do appreciate you guys showing the love and support on the channel as usual. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the setup. So for the setup today, it's going to be the FAMAS, or the FR556, fully loaded with all the attachments. What you're going to want to be using, you're going to want to be using the commando. If you are a full-on rusher, you want to be using the commando attachment. The reason why you want to use the commando attachment is because of the fact that this increases your aim down sight speed and your movement speed, with the cons coming as bullet velocity and recoil control. Now, if you're playing a big map like the Krovnik farmland, or the or any type of ground war map that you feel you're going to be in a lot of long range fights, that's where you want to switch over to the sniper, because this will actually, so if you're going for the gold camo like I was at one point, the sniper is going to help you out with maintaining that high damage at most ranges. So you definitely want to make sure you pick and choose your fights carefully. But for the most part, I'm usually always in the enemy's faces, and I'm always going to be using the commando. And this gun will one burst at pretty much close to medium range. As far as I could tell, it will drop off to about a 2 to 3 burst at long ranges, but regardless, still a great weapon to use. Next up on the list, you're going to use the GI mini reflex to increase your precision sight picture. This is the best red dot sight in the game, hands down, without a doubt. Now your stock, you can get away with not using a stock, but I like to have as much ADS speed as possible, so I recommend using the FFS tac wrap, which will increase your ADS speed again, but it will also decrease your aiming stability. Your aiming stability is basically your idle sway. When you're aiming down sight, your gun's going to sway left and right a bit, or up and down. That's going to decrease a tad bit, but not enough to really cause much of an issue, because like I said, I'm a full-blown rusher. Idle sway is usually not an issue at all, because I'm always in the enemy's faces and I don't have to worry about missing shots. Your perk, you're going to want to use fully loaded, or the fast mags perk, or sleight of hand, whatever it's called. None of these perks are really viable. FMJ can help, but I don't know, some of these walls you can't really shoot through. So I recommend just sticking with fully loaded. That way you don't have to use the scavenger perk. Your grip, you're going to want to be using the stippled grip tape. This is going to increase your ADS speed again, and also your sprint to hip fire speed. I've covered this attachment numerous times. This will actually help bring up your gun faster, so that way if you're sprinting, you get caught with your pants down. This will certainly help mitigate some of that problem. These other attachments, granulated and rubberized, they're good, but not really worth it in my opinion. And ammunition, you don't want to use any ammunition, and no underbarrel, no muzzle, and no laser as well. For your secondary, obviously RPG. If you're going for Damascus grind, I recommend throwing on a rocket launcher, because those take the longest to do. And your perk setup, you're going to be using the EOD as usual. Go so you can stay off the radar, and battle hardened, so that way you can take less effect from the stuns. You can also use something like I believe it's called amped, which will actually increase your weapon swap with the rocket launcher and also the reload speed. But I may try that in another video, but I prefer battle hardened. People love to throw stuns. If you're playing Krovnik Farmland, you want to be using a thermite grenade, so that way you can handle the tanks a lot better. But if you're playing the quarry map, the beta ground war map, then you're going to want to be using the claymores, because you're going to be in buildings most of the time, and a lot of times you're going to want to be holding off certain areas, so that way you don't have to watch them, and the claymore will do that for you. Last but not least, the stim shot's going to help you out with dealing with people you know, constantly bum rushing you, and you need time to regroup and heal. This will also increase your sprint speed as well, so you definitely want to be using that. It increases, not increases the sprint speed, but it actually refreshes your tactical sprint. So when you do that super sprint or whatever it's called, it actually refreshes that, so that way you can sprint again. So definitely recommend using that. We got a nice little gameplay, some nice little clips throughout this video, so hopefully you guys do enjoy them. It's your boy Carnage, your PrimitiveAK, signing out. Enjoy the video, fellas.
Allied UAV overhead. Bravo. Allied IAV dropping in. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Horseman 3-1 arriving on station, ready for tasking.
Allied UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover. Support unit ready to launch. Ready to deploy. Taking Delta. Deploy. Capture Delta.
Any damage sustained. Clear them out.
Enemy UAV overhead. Allied cluster strike incoming. Vanguard 2-3 on station.
This is Horseman, heading back for a supply. Contact.
Enemy shot cover. Enemy cluster strike. Target spotted moving to Allied counter UAV activated. Enemy UAV overhead. Bravo secure. online.
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
Friendly UAV overhead.
That was close. I had to risk it. I need these long shot kills, man. Normally I'm not a fan of doing that, but definitely had to.
UAV active. We're on Delta, stand by. Securing
That's a tank rolling in. Got him. There's a lot of people upstairs, apparently. Got him. Gotta get these long shots. Nope.
Got a VTOL on station, ready to be advised. Friendly precision, friendly UAV overhead.
I'm gonna drop this D-flag area. I don't know where else to freaking drop it. It's probably gonna kill me. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh. Oh my gosh, what the heck just happened? Oh my gosh! Dude. Oh, that was close to a long shot. Dude. What the heck just happened? We're actually about to clutch. Oh my gosh. We actually about to clutch. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yo, we actually clutched that and won. Oh my gosh. We were actually about to lose for a second. Literally by 1 point we saved that game. That's crazy. I mean, I was just gonna say GG, but whatever. GG's. Yo, he was talking trash on the other team, but it's all GG's around, man. GG's.